Begits, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Manchester United versus Arsenal. This game resembled very much a EPL match, an official EPL match. This game was a lot better than the Wrexham versus Chelsea game, for example. I'm using that as an example because that game was almost a joke in terms of what the managers could extrapolate from to help them out to see what they're going to be looking forward to with the players, with the team, how the team's going to set up, and what the season more or less will look like. I think it's still an important game for Chelsea and for Wrexham, especially for Wrexham. I think both for their season coming up in the fourth, if I'm not mistaken, tier league, but also just morally, just being able to play against a first division team and being able to have a tour like that. What a privilege! What a privilege! If I was a Wrexham player, I'd be beyond ecstatic that I'm actually playing against Chelsea, and I think they're also going to play against Man City, or is it Manchester United or Arsenal? I still think that's amazing. But also for Chelsea, just to, like I said, just to put them out there, run a bit. Yes, I think that's what it was, just running around a bit, stretching their legs. I wouldn't go to the extreme that a lot of people, Chelsea fans, have gone to and saying that we're looking good. Yeah, I can't wait for the season. Not really. Just it's nice to see them play, but I'm not going to go off of that game. Maybe if they're playing against a Premier League team, then I would say, okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to the season because you're going to meet that team eventually. You're going to meet them in the Premier League. But Wrexham, I mean, and I'm not putting them down. You're just not going to play a team like Wrexham, right? You're not going to score 5-0. I mean, these days, let's be honest, that tends to happen too, like Liverpool versus Manchester United. But you know what I'm saying is that you're actually going to play that team. That's a Premier League team, right? So this game, Manchester United versus Arsenal, was interesting because they were playing like it was a real, like there were points. They were playing for a cup or something. Is it a cup? I don't know. No, it's not a cup. It's just a friendly. I was mistaking it for the Inter Miami versus Cruz Azul. That's actually a cup. But this game there was a lot going on. Both teams they were really all in it. Both teams. I mean, they got to the point that they were scuffling. What was it, Lisandro Martinez on Bukayo Saka? That was a hard challenge, an unnecessary challenge. I still loved every second of that challenge. Yeah, I do agree that, like I said, it was unnecessary, and he should have held back. I mean, because you're going to injure the player, and you still want to see these players. I don't want to wish any harm on anyone, whether it be Bukayo Saka or anybody else. As for Bukayo Saka, I thought he did pretty well. He did pretty decently. I had a complaint the first ball that he touched. I had a huge complaint because he had a whole amount of space to be able to just drive it in the middle. He could have drove inside towards the middle on his favorite foot, and he could have shot the ball. Instead, he just paused and he waited. I can see a lot of people saying that comes with maturity, but damn, dude, you're at that level already. You're not a little kid, and it's not even that you're still young, but you've played so many games. You've played with the national team. You have experience under your belt, and show it. Show that you have that experience. And then after that, the first touch that he had, his typical going to the side, going to the down the line, and then just cutting back inside. But the next 2 or 3 balls, he actually drove the ball down the line, and he centered the ball. I don't think he's going to do that throughout the whole season, though. He's going to go back to just doing the whole shifty, and then cutting back towards the middle and just playing it back, or playing it to the middle. And yes, there's a lot of good plays follow up after the touch that he gives somebody to Odegaard, and Odegaard could give it to Martinelli or Gabriel Jesus, and they end up scoring. But my God, you're faster than most of these people that are marking you. Play it down the line. I don't know why Arteta doesn't tell him that. Play it down the line. Is he so left-footed that he can't at all center a ball with his right foot? I don't believe that. I find it really, really hard to believe that. That's impossible. That's the stupidest thing anyone could say, if anyone's ever said that. No, he's just, he favors. Yes, we all favor strongest foot, but come on, man, my guy, you are faster than most of these people. But anyways, I digress with Bukayo Saka. Had a decent game. He had a really good play with Nketiah in the corner, and I think it was Martinez that was marking him that just completely forgot where he was at. He got the ball. He got the 1-2 from Nketiah and ended up passing it to Martinelli, and that was the 1-0 for Arsenal. That's when I think that's the clearest chance that Arsenal had. That was the clearest chance that Arsenal had with Martinelli. And Martinelli had 2 of them within the same play. The shot, Heaton was the goalie. Yeah, Heaton blocked it. And then he had another one that instead of, I think he wanted to, he shoot it, I think he wanted to shoot it to the second post, if I'm not mistaken. He should have shot it to the first post, like upwards, like aiming up high where nobody was gonna get to, not even the defender. So that was a waste. Fernandez had a good game. The first half, really good goal from Fernandez. Ramsdale could have done a lot better, way better. And then Sancho too, but that was Gabriel. That was Gabriel's fault. What a goof. What a screw up from Gabriel. Hopefully that doesn't happen during this the rest of the season. I'm gonna go say, and from what I saw Gabriel play last season, I thought he had a really good season, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. I don't think he's ever done anything like that. So I think he should be fine. But again, you never know. You never know. But a good run from Sancho and good strike. I almost feel like Ramsdale could have actually gotten that ball. Almost, yeah. I think he could have gotten that ball, but that was entirely on Gabriel. You know, Sancho, he tries to distinguish himself as this very crafty, tricky player. He does a lot of these pauses, which don't end up going anywhere. Today he was great. He was phenomenal. I'll give him that. The first half I thought he was really good, but I don't see him as that player when the stakes are higher and they're playing for points. And it looked like they were playing for points in this game. I don't think he's not a Man U player. I don't see him as a Man United player. He's too slow, and again, he's trying to be too tricky, too fancy with his play, which I love. I love that, but it just doesn't end up working out for him. Not in this league. Maybe he's in the wrong league because he was able to do that in the Bundesliga, so I don't know. The other play that Arsenal had was with Nketiah that they could have scored. It was a cross shot that ended up just a little bit far off the second post. But overall, it's Manchester United's game, this whole game. It was pretty much the first half that was mostly entertaining, and I think it just ended in the first half. The second half, nothing pretty much happened. It just seemed like they were stuck. Nothing. There was no dynamic. There was certainly the first half also. Arsenal. I thought Arsenal were going to do a lot better. I was because I'm going off of, and maybe that's my mistake. I'm going off of the MLS game that they won 5-0. I don't know. I just thought that they were going to play a lot better and have many more. The midfield, like the midfield didn't do anything. Declan Rice, Odegaard, what's his name? Havertz. My God, I'm still wondering why did they buy him. I'm curious. I feel like I just want to follow Arsenal this season just to see what Arteta's going to do with Havertz. What's the reason? Why exactly did he buy him? I've been checking out all these videos on YouTube that, why Arteta bought Havertz and how he's going to use him. And I'm not convinced. They don't give me anything that I can kind of grasp on, I could hold on to and say, oh, okay, yeah, I see it now. I don't see it. But we'll see. I personally don't think Arteta's that great of a coach. I don't think he is. I think Ten Hag is a better coach, or at least that had more influence on Manchester United. And I'm not like a Manchester United fan. If I had to choose between Arsenal and Manchester United, I'd go slightly more for Arsenal, just out of nostalgia. I'm curious why they ended up splashing so much cash for Havertz. Didn't do much, he really didn't do anything the first half. Declan Rice, look, I don't know much about Declan Rice. I've never seen him play in West Ham, and he certainly did not have a good game. Odegaard also didn't have a good game. Just Arsenal was just poor today, or yesterday. That's pretty much it. That's all I could glean from this game. Garnacho, I was expecting a little bit more from him just because it's a season, it's a preseason game, a friendly game. Didn't touch the ball, I think, until the 30th something minute. Yeah, so not much from him. It was nice to see Lisandro Martinez back on the field. Varane also, it was nice to see him back. Luke Shaw. Jorginho, I thought when he was going to come in, he was going to, pull some strings, be able to provide a little bit more inventiveness, a little bit more creativity, and just more attack for Arsenal. Not really. Didn't happen. Antony had a chance in the beginning. He could have put Manchester United up by 1. That's pretty much it. I don't see what's his name, Timber. I saw him. He was pretty good. The new signing for Manchester United. I liked what I saw. Too bad for, is it Arda? I can't remember, that poor guy that ended up in crutches at the end of the game. Young guy, from Ivory Coast. Wish him the best, speediest recovery. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't think I left anything out. I probably left something else. I don't know. But yeah, had a lot of fun comparing this game to the Wrexham game or the Tottenham versus Aston West Ham game. I thought this game was it just seemed like they were playing for points. Very invested. Oh, Mason Mount. Mason Mount was another one that didn't see him. I almost forgot that he was playing. Yeah, I almost forgot. Well, it's just a friendly game. You can't go by a lot from just one game, one single game. But yeah, it should be interesting to see when they play. I don't know if it's Wrexham or Barcelona. Is it Barcelona? I think that they're going to play on. Yeah, I think they're going to play Barcelona. Anyways, guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Stay tuned for future videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.